by Crawl. Super 7 is slashing prices? Hey guys, Jay! Welcome back to the channel. Holy crap, this is nuts. Super 7 is just killing it today. Oh my god, this is crazy. Earlier this morning, we got word that a new Conan figure was coming out. Or is it an old Conan figure? It's kind of hard to narrow that down. Actually, there are a couple of new Conan figures on the way, but this one in particular caught my eye, as it looks like it's being released under their DX line. What? Seriously, guys, the DX line is surprising everybody, including myself, especially since they're now bringing it to other action figure lines, former Ultimates, if you will. And I want to take a deep dive and see exactly what was announced on Super7.com about Conan the Barbarian DX figures. Let's have a look, everybody. Last week, we found out that the Target Collector Con gave us some really big insights into the new retail versions that Super 7 is hoping to get into its stores. And I gotta say, I was shocked by what we originally saw. Scrolling down further from their Collector Fall Geek Out event, we can see that the new line of Thundercats by Super 7 was unveiled at Target Fall Geek Out. And what was really surprising about these was their price point. That's right, everybody. Cartoon Edition Lion-O, that a lot of us are calling him right now, went out for pre-order at $35.49. Holy crap, everybody. This is a far cry from the $55 we're accustomed to for Super 7 figures. Monkian was also available for pre-order and has since sold out. So these will be available at Target, hopefully in store, at a great price point of only $35.49. This new $35 price point is something that a lot of us are speculating will be something Super 7 experimenting with, and today we found out that experiment is going to leak into other brands and toy lines. Heading over to Super7.com, I can't believe it, everybody. Conan the Barbarian, iconic pose Conan, is now being released in the DX line for only $35. Oh my gosh. If you were a Conan fan, or at least a fan of the movies, this one is absolutely incredible. After all, Conan was usually a $55 figure, and now he's as low as $35. Let's take a look at what is included with this price tag. There he is, everybody. There is iconic pose Conan. Now, obviously, this version looks a little bit different from the versions from the earlier releases, but it still does have that Arnold Schwarzenegger look. I really do like this version of Conan the Barbarian. As a matter of fact, I just happen to have a copy of Conan the Barbarian myself for the iconic pose. The epic pose Conan. There he is! So, I think this, guys, if you look at that facial sculpt, this is what you can actually expect from epic pose Conan. He looks absolutely stunning, and honestly, I am very, very happy to have him in my collection. This definitely is the iconic pose of Conan, as he just was risen from the dead and is about to face off and head into the Mountain of Power, where Thulsa Doom has his snake cult to take his own revenge on the cult leader. This version comes in brand new packaging for the DX line. It is retail packaging, which we've already seen with the Thundercats, but this one obviously has the Conan branding, this wonderful, almost like a fiery pattern behind Conan, very much reminiscent of the original artwork, which I believe was done by Frank Frazetta for the VHS cover and posters. And we can see here that Conan is now encased in plastic, the deluxe action figure. This is awesome. There aren't that many accessories, as this is a very stripped down version of the Ultimates figure. This version not coming with any additional heads or additional hands. It literally is just Conan, his single head sculpt with a windswept hair, and it should be noted that the hairpiece itself actually is windswept. If we head over to pastramination.com, they have an entire article dedicated to this iconic pose Conan, which of course the original version came with his extra gladiator swappable head. And if we take a look at some of the pictures here, it should be noted that the windswept hair actually goes behind his head, and depending on the situation may actually interfere with anything that's behind him, but for the most part should not cause too many problems. Again, this version of Conan only comes with one accessory, the Atlantean blade, which of course is his signature sword from the movie. I probably would have preferred it if he got at least an extra head sculpt, but $35 is a heck of a lot better than $55, which is the standard price for windswept hair Conan. This is an exciting announcement bar none, but if you can't get enough of Conan the Barbarian, Super 7 did announce a few other Conan figures to be released in the line for the 5.5-inch scale figures, and I am actually pretty thrilled about these. Let's take a look. Obviously, these are 5.5-inch characters in very much the Masters Universe style, but they're priced at $30 each. Granted, the current line of action figures for Masters Universe have increased in price, but they're only about $19 US. This collectible figure is a whopping $30. And when you think about that, that's only $5 less than the current iteration of Conan the Barbarian in Ultimate Scale, 7-inch figure, which arguably has better articulation. So the strategy here is very, very interesting. But aside from that, what else can we expect from this version of Conan the Barbarian? Well, let's have a look. There he is. This is the Motu version, if you will, of Conan the Barbarian. He has his Atlantean sword, which is only a singular color. It's actually got no additional paint details whatsoever, which is kind of disappointing at this price point. Seriously. His necklace is also just a singular color, once again, a little bit lacking in the overall detail scale. His head definitely looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I have to say, other than that, he's the standard buck for Masters of the Universe, and that actual buck has been in use at Super 7 for quite some time. I think he does have new wrist straps, so maybe the arms were slightly modified. And I suppose the legs themselves are new tooling as well, considering that the boots are definitely more like Conan the Barbarian. But these were already released in San Diego Comic-Con, so this is actually, in a lot of ways, a lot of reuse from that mold. Conan comes with everything that you see here, which honestly is not a lot. He has his Atlantean sword, the necklace, and the standard buck for Masters of the Universe. I do have to say that that's one extra accessory that the DX edition of Conan the Barbarian doesn't have, so bravo to that. And he does have that look of Arnold Schwarzenegger, so the licensing rights were definitely in use here. He comes in this crazy looking Master Universe inspired packaging, Conan the Barbarian. It's got that fiery emblem, of course, for the Riddle of Steel, and there's Conan in his plastic prison. He looks freaking amazing. An adult collectible, it must be at $30, 14 plus owned. And then there was another figure announced for Conan the Barbarian, 5.5-inch scale figure. It is the War Paint Conan. Now, this is the one which does not have any blood, as that was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. But for the most part, this is the exact same Conan figure, just without the additional blood splatter pattern. He once again comes with the Atlantean sword, the same thing with his necklace, but he has all this additional paint detail. And then he comes with this soft goods sash. That alone is a wonderful detail, and I gotta tell you, for the $30 that he costs, there are a lot more included with this Conan than there are with the traditional Conan, as he does not come with a sash or any soft goods at all. We can see the entire pack out here. Conan, his additional paint details, the Cimmerian necklace, and of course, his Atlantean sword. There are additional paint details here on the boots as well, so yeah, in a lot of ways, this is a lot more in terms of detail than the previous Conan that we just saw. These two are the pair though, and if you are a Conan fan and want to add Conan into your Master Universe Origins collection, or Master Universe Original collection, as this does not have the Origins articulation, these would definitely be up your alley in terms of adding them to your Master Universe 5.5-inch scale collector. He also comes on that amazing looking backing card, War Paint Conan. He's looking pretty snazzy, and I love the back of the backing card itself. It has that wonderful artwork. Again, I believe it is from Frank Frazetta. Conan with a tunic, and of course in the background, oh, James Earl Jones in one of his greatest roles ever. Rest in peace, my friend. You deserve it. Conan the Barbarian, and we do see, collect them all three versions of the current Conan line, Conan, War Paint Conan, and Bloody War Paint Conan. At $30 each, I gotta tell you, these are definitely collector's items, and I'm wondering if anybody's actually going to take them out of their plastic prisons, as these are very, very pricey 5.5-inch scale figures. Conan the Barbarian is continuing to go strong at Super 7, and now with new pricing for their DX line collection, and again, very interesting pricing schedules for their 5.5-inch scale figures. It seems as Crom has answered our prayers, everybody, as the God of War continues to bring us amazing figures time and time again. Oh, Crom! My prayers have been answered! Yes, guys, yes! DX figures of Conan the Barbarian, Epic Pose Conan, have been released. This is crazy. Pre-orders are up right now at Super7.com for the incredibly priced $35 DX figures for I'm just going to say it, Ultimates figures who are now on the DX price. Now, it should be noted that they don't have nearly as many accessories, but that's okay. If you want Conan, Epic Pose Conan in your collection, now is the time to grab it. A lot of people were actually disappointed that they weren't able to grab Epic Pose Conan when he first released. After all, it was just like, pre-orders, and a lot of people didn't realize it was even out there. Now, with this retailer version, this DX version, $35, I don't see why you shouldn't be jumping in on Conan the Barbarian right now. Obviously, this one is only available at super7.com right now. But imagine, guys, if this actually goes to Target or Walmart or Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. Oh my god, guys, that would be sick. $35 Conan figures. That would be amazing. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. What are your thoughts about this new $35 DX Conan, Epic Conan Pose? Imagine getting this for only $35, guys. That is absolutely insane. Are you guys in on this, or is it something that you're not really much of a Conan fan? Woohoo! Like I am, and you're going to be able to pass this by? Or are you into Conan and have always wanted a Conan the Barbarian figure, especially at the price point of only $35? Let me know those comments in the comment section below, guys. Super 7 just continues to kill it today, guys. It's absolutely crazy, and I can't believe the next piece of news that just came across my desk. Hold on to your hats, everybody. Thundercats, Cat's Lair, has finally showcased something new after months and months of waiting. I'll see you guys there. Just click onto this video right here, and I'll see you guys there. Good journey, everybody. Geek proud.